Just touch one, you don't take it. You don't touch it. Touch it. Alright, so everyone remember this card.
Okay.
Take it. Lose it in the middle. Now you just hold your hand out flat like this. I'm just going to try to feel for where your card is, because I don't know. But I'm going to try to get within 5 of your card. So I'm going to hold one of these 5 in your card. When you see them, don't tell me. If you see your card, don't tell me. You see it? You see it?
I see the card. She sees it too, she's just trying to...
Alright, that's fine. Just remember it's that card. All I know is going to be first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, right? So I'm going to try to figure out what your card was. 4 hearts?
Yeah.
Alright. Watch, I'm going to take the 4 hearts, alright? Make it disappear. I know you don't believe me, but watch. You said you short here, right? There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 cards here, right? What do you do? Take the deck, turn it over.
It does not have sleeves.
And in the middle of the deck, there should be 1 card upside down. Keep going. In the middle of the deck somewhere. There's 1 card.
How do you do that?
That's no man. Let him do it. Yeah, let him do it.
What is up, guys? I'm back with another video. In this video I'm teaching you the Biddle Trick, one of my personal favorite tricks. I've been doing this since I began Magic. I still do it to this day because it gets crazy reactions. Like you just saw in the performance, it kind of gets like 2 reactions. One, we have the 5 cards in your hand, you make their card disappear. They react because they think the trick is over pretty much. Then you make it appear upside down in the deck they were holding the whole time. Crazy trick. You just saw the performance. They were all kind of like speechless. They wanted me to do it again because they couldn't believe it. But let me just get straight into it looks like. So a normal deck, you can borrow it, have them shuffle it, nothing set up or anything, right? You have them pick a card. And as they're looking at the card, this is what I usually do. They pick a card. I'm just pushing 2 cards over. So when they give their card back, the Jack of Diamonds, they put their card back, I slide it up a little bit and I put 2 cards on top of it. Just to make my life easier in a second because I need that's the position I need. I'm going to need it in the 3rd position for how I do it. So there, right now it's in the 3rd position. And then I drop the rest of the pack on top of it. Just to bring it all back to the top. So now their card is 3rd. So in case they do get suspicious, say let me see if it's on top. I can show them twice not on top. So even if they ask, I'm set there. So once I get back to the top, I cut it back into the middle, like this. And I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna do this by estimation, I guess. And I riffle until I hit this big break. So, cause if I just break it, I think that looks a little obvious. I mean, to me it does. I don't know about to them. But I riffle, pretend I'm just breaking a certain spot. Now I have 2 packs here. This is the pack I need, the bottom half. So I give this pack to them. So there you go. The hand's holding it. So now I know their card is 3rd. So what I do is I say, okay, I shuffled your card to the middle. I cut a pack. Hopefully I got your card to the top 5. I think that would be pretty good in itself. So I go 1, 2, their card 3, 4, 5. Now before I turn these over, I make sure to tell them if they see their card. Just remember they saw it, but not to tell me. Like don't stop me if they see it. They say okay. I go okay. Let's get this in focus. I say okay. We have 1 with the 4 spades, 6 of hearts, Jack of Diamonds. So now right away, because the 3rd card, I know it's a Jack of Diamonds. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling it off, but as I come to pull the 9 of Diamonds off, I'm stealing that like this, and then I continue. So now only 4 cards here. They think there's 5 cards, their card too, but their card's here, and then I put it here, and they don't know. They think their card's still here. So let's go through that again. I'll do it in fast motion to show you what it looks like. Looks like this. I go King of Clubs, 9 of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds, 6 of Hearts, 4 spades. And I drop it off like that. So I'm going to just do that move slow so you guys can keep up with me. I'll do it like this. So you pull off 1 card. You pull off the 2nd card. Now when you pull off the 3rd card, you want to catch it with your pinky. So don't let it fall flush. Make sure your pinky's there to catch it. And as this one comes over, you're just going to pick it up with your thumb. As you thumb with that one off like that. And that. So that card's going to go along for the ride here, and you put in their hand, you say, okay, your card's here. They say yes. You put in their hand, you tell them to hold it. They don't even think anything about that. They think their card's here. So then what I do is I turn the pack over. I say, okay, look, I have 5 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I really only have 4 cards here. So the way I make it look like I have 5 cards is I do a false count. pretty much the same thing. You go 1. With the second card, you get a pinky break. 2. As you go to pull a third card off, you're stealing that card back. So now it's here. 4, 5. So 1, 2, pinky. As you pull the third one off, you grab the second card. 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So play around with that count till you get it so it looks smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They say yes. Then there's a couple of ways you can go about getting the card from here to there. The way in the performance is this, okay, just think about your card. I'm going to run through and what's your card, the Jack of Diamonds? Now they're going to say yes, and they're probably going to react like that girl did, because they're like, how'd you get my card right away? But as you can see, this is not Jack of Diamonds. What I'm doing is miscalling, which is very strong in Magic. So the back to them, I say, is your card the Jack of Diamonds? They say yes. Now 100% they think this is Jack of Diamonds. So and then what you could do is you could put it here. And what's going to look like is this. So you come over, you take it. Looks like you're palming it, but you're really not. What you're doing from the back is you're just coming over, dropping it, and coming away like it's palmed. Then you go, you make it disappear. So you say, Jack of Diamonds. They go yes. I go watch. I drop it. They think it's palmed. I go like this, and I toss it like, I pretend I'm tossing it towards the deck. And they're like, what? Some people are smart enough to realize you dropped the card, but some people like that girl like, what? How'd that happen? So if they do think, they're like, oh, okay, I know what you did. You say, really? Because if you look now, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So even if you get somebody who's like, who thinks they're so smart, you're gonna then they're gonna shut them up with this move. Like sometimes you might not do it clean. You might like flash a little bit. Even if you flash, don't get nervous, because you're gonna be like it's gone. They're gonna be like, no, it's not. You go, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're still gonna blow their mind. Another way I do a lot now, because I think it's cooler, because it's kind of like they did the Magic. I say, okay, your card's in here somewhere. I don't know what it is, but I want you to imagine reaching in, pulling out your card, turning it upside down, and placing in that card. So now there's like one card face up in that deck. So they do that. They pretend to take out one card, they flip it upside down, and they put it in that pack. I say, if this worked, you did everything. It's going to be amazing. But if it worked, there was 5 cards here. And if it worked, there should now only be 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And now is your card here? They're going to say no, because it's going to be gone. You say, this is crazy. There's 4 cards here. There's 5 cards a second ago. If it actually worked what you did, do me a favor, turn over the deck and run through it. And then they turn over the deck, they run through it. They see 1 card face down. Right, they turn it over and they see it's the Jack of Diamonds. And their mind is blown. So guys, take the time out to practice this trick. I promise you'll get crazy reactions from it, because it is a very strong trick. Like I said, it's kind of like a 2-for-1 trick. You make their card disappear from the little packet, and they're like, what? And they make it appear in the packet they've been holding the whole time. If you've been doing Magic for long enough, you know Magic in the person's hands is one of the strongest type of Magic you could do. But that's it, guys. Hope you like it. This is the Biddle Trick. Practice it, perfect it, and go perform it, guys.